Hello, Emily. It's Friday, September. It's not September anymore. Hello, Emily. It's Friday, October 2nd. So I feel like I got some splaining to do. So basically, I have determined, like last Friday, I determined that Christopher Columbus was actually wrong. The Earth is not round. The Earth is flat, and you can fall off the edge because last week I did. So that's what happened last week. So I just felt like letting you know, especially since you were so gracious as to not mention it in the second video you had made after I had not made one. Yeah. What you mentioned about why your life went that way or whatever, I thought that was an interesting thing because I'm thinking about it and it was like, oh, she really loves English always. However, it was always just like, but that's what you won't do. It was always the thing that you won't do, even though you like it. And I don't know why, because that doesn't make any sense. Why did we always just sort of assume like that? That was going to be the thing you would not do. It made so much sense before, but in retrospect, it's like, I love your ways to be stressed thing because that is so accurate. Like, all those things are things that you're like, oh yeah, it is so true. So that was funny. I was amused. I had all sorts of things to say building up in my head over the last 2 weeks in this video, but now I can't really remember what any of them were. I think now I shall list for you my excellent reasons why you should definitely be a photographer during your teen years. 1. It is both cool and nerdy, which is like the best combination of both worlds, depending on how you play it. 2. People will hand you the camera because you are the photographer. Whether or not you actually know anything or not is kind of irrelevant, but it helps if you're good. But they will hand you the camera, so 2, you will not be in the picture. And 3, you will get to take all the embarrassing pictures of everybody else. 4, you possess all the pictures and all the rights to the picture, so you can control what gets out. When you see something bad, you're like, that should not get out. You've got the picture. So if you're the person in charge of the film, it's really kind of a calming thing. It can really relieve the anxiety because you've got them. But mostly, because you get to be left out of certain pictures that could have potentially been very embarrassing. If you ever really want to be in a picture, you can ask somebody else to take pictures with you in it, and then once again it is on your camera. So you have control over it, but you don't have to be in them unknowingly, so you can prevent a lot of future embarrassment that way. So those are my very good reasons why you should be a photographer during your teen years. It's a little bit, maybe a little late to be mentioning it, but I think it's good advice anyhow. It's especially good advice when you can't come up with any of the things you were actually going to talk about this week. Yeah, so your cactus has grown. I noticed that in the background of the last one. So I'm thinking today would be a good day to include a sort of minor blast from the past, if you will. So originally, before I actually talked to you about doing this video thing, I had planned on just sending you a video at the beginning of August and just like having you do it as well, and not actually warning you beforehand or talking to you beforehand. I was just going to send you a video and say, surprise! And so I actually made that video to send to you, like back in February when I was still at USF and all that. So I want to show you that video now. Hey Emily, okay, 2 thoughts before I actually get to the point of this video. A, it's February 18th, which means that tomorrow is February 19th, which is predicted to be the coldest day of the year. I feel compelled to tell you that because by the time I actually send this video to you, it will be late August and you will be dying. So, yeah, it's cold right now here. And B, this background behind me, remember it? Yes? Okay. Yeah, this is the creepy background that where you were sitting at SBC and we were texting and the whole Goya thing. Yeah, you just texted me about that. Yeah, that's the same background. A little creepy, but it works. Okay, the actual point of this video, part 1. Okay, remember that day, like a month or 2 ago, when you said something about a vlog, and I said, what's a vlog? And you said, you should know. And then you explained it to me, and apparently a lot of people do this and know this and whatnot, but anyway, give me an idea. We could do this too, you and me, to catch up and keep up with each other, because, that is of course assuming that we go to different schools, but because apparently at vet school they keep telling me you have absolutely no time to talk to anyone in your family, and you'll go for like weeks on end without ever speaking to a soul, except for like people in your class. I think you and I can both agree that that would be bad. Like, really bad. So, On the same time, like, if we text or something like that all the time, that's very time consuming and very interrupting of schoolwork. So I'm thinking that would also be kind of a bad idea. So therefore I propose that we do this and make videos that are like 2 or 3 or 4 minutes long, like no more than that, and we can talk as fast as we possibly can, because that way you can get the maximum amount of information into one video. You have to practice. It'll take a little work. Yeah, so I challenge you. Pick a day. Do it. Yeah, it is a request, but not really. So, based on that, part B of this video, part 2, whatever it was, I am totally assuming that you actually want to do this, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you how to do it. What do we need a thing to say at the end of the video? We'll have to think about that. But until we come up with something, Emily, I'll see you on Tuesday, or whatever day you pick. So kind of an interesting perspective there, but anyway, I hope you found that amusing. I think I filled up my allotted time now, just by doing that. Again, thanks for your patience with me with me falling off the end of the edge of the earth. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, thanks for not saying anything about my falling off the edge of the earth, and yeah. Hope the orange groves are treating you well, and I'll see you soon.